Hello everyone, myself Shinde Mohini Kisan, Assistant Professor, Department of Horticulture, Sadhguru College of Agriculture, Mirajgaon. Today I am going to explain cultivation practices of a pea. Firstly, we see botanical name. Botanical name of pea, Pisum sativum. Family Leguminosae. Chromosome number 2n is equal to 14. Origin Mediterranean region. It's about introduction, botanical name, family, chromosome number, and origin. Then economic importance, ecological advantage, fixing atmospheric nitrogen. Due to leguminous crop, pea helps to fixing atmospheric nitrogen in a soil. Second, it is a rich source of protein, amino acid, sugars, and carbohydrate. Pea are rich source of protein, amino acid, sugars, and carbohydrates. Third one, seeds should be used for contraceptive and fungistatic. Fourth, green peas are the number one processed vegetable specifically in UK and USA. Green peas are a number one processed vegetable in a country UK and USA. Then oil from ripened seeds, anti-sex harmonic effect. The oil extracted from ripened seed are used for anti-sex harmonic effect. These are the economic importance of a pea. It helps to fixing atmospheric nitrogen, then rich source of protein, amino acid, sugar, and carbohydrate. Also, seeds used for contraceptive and fungistatic. Then used for processed vegetables, canned product, and oil anti-sex harmonic effect. Then about soil and climatic requirement. About soil, well-drained loamy soil with optimum pH range of 6 to 7.5 is ideal. For a pea cultivation, it requires well-drained loamy soil, pH 6 to 7.5. Thrives well in cool weather, withstand low temperature at the seedling stage. Grows best at a temperature of 10 to 80 degrees Celsius. Optimum temperature for seed germination 22 degrees Celsius. Varieties. They are having two types of varieties based on a seed and based on a height. Firstly, we see based on a seed. First one smooth seeded, second wrinkled seeded, and based on a height bushy, medium tall, and tall. First one variety Uti 1. Then features of a variety Uti 1, crop duration 90 days, dwarf type with yield potential 11.9 ton per hectare, resistant to white fly. Uti variety is resistant to white fly, duration 90 days, dwarf type of varieties. Second one variety is Bonavilla. It is popular variety in India. This one variety is popular in India, introduced from USA. Yield 10 ton per hectare, susceptible to powdery mildew. The next one variety Arka Ajit. This one variety released from IIHR Bangalore, Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore. Resistant to powdery mildew and rust. Yield 10 ton per hectare in 90 days. The next one variety Jawahar Matar 2. Bigger size pods, yield 10 to 12 ton per hectare, susceptible to powdery mildew. The next Urkel. This is the most popular exotic pea introduced from England. Urkel variety is introduced from England and most popular variety exotic. Susceptible to collar rot, yield 5 ton per hectare. These are the varieties of a pea: Urkel, Bonneville, Uti, Jawahar Matar. The next point season. In the central plains, October to November, northern hills, June to July. Seed rate for early and for mid and late. Seed rate for early crop 100 to 120 kg per hectare, and for mid and late 80 to 90 kg. Then methods of sowing. There are three methods of sowing are used: broadcasting, behind the country flow, and by dibbling. Spacing for early varieties 30 into 5 to 10 cm, for mid and late 45 into 10 cm. Then next manuring. FYM 20 ton per hectare. NPK dose is given 60 as 80 as 70 kg per hectare. Nitrogen 60, phosphorus 80, and potash 70 kg per hectare as a basal dose. Apply nitrogen 60 kg per hectare on 30 days after sowing. Foliar spray of ammonium molybdate 0.1% at flowering increases yield and quality. It is about manuring. Application of FIM, NPK dose are given 60 as 80 as 70. Then additional foliar spray of ammonium molybdate 0.1% at the time of flowering increases the yield and quality of a pea. The next one, irrigation. Do not irrigate the crop immediately after sowing. Results in poor germination due to formation of a hard crust. After the sowing, immediately do not irrigate the crop. Results in poor germination. Life-saving irrigation is given on third day after sowing. After sowing third day, irrigation is given to the plant. Irrigation is done once in a week. Critical stage for irrigation are flowering, fruit set and grain filling stage. There are critical stages given to the for irrigation. First one fruit set and flowering, fruit setting and grain filling stages. That is the critical growth stages irrigation given to the pea plant. Then next, after cultivation. First one, weeding. Weeding should be done 15 days after sowing. Subsequent weeding is done as and when necessary. When as necessary, the subsequent weeding should be followed. Pre-sowing application of Bacillin 3 liter per hectare. The next, staking. Most important operation especially for tall varieties. Staking should be followed in a tall varieties. Stake the plants on 30 days after sowing. After sowing 30 days, staking should be followed. We can see in image staking of a pea plants. Tall plants require staking. Tall varieties. The next, harvesting. Peas must be harvested at proper stage of pod maturity. Early varieties in 50 days after sowing. Mid and late varieties 60 to 75 days after sowing. Maturity of pea tested with a dendrometer. The maturity of a pea is judged by instruments. Dendrometer is called as dendrometer. Maturity of a pea tested with a dendrometer. Delay harvesting leads to fibrous pod. If we delay the harvesting, resulting fibrous pod, it brings down the market value of the produce. Higher temperature at harvest affects the quality. Yield for early varieties 2.5 to 4 ton per hectare. For mid varieties 6 to 7.5 ton per hectare. For late varieties 8 to 10 ton per hectare. It's about harvesting and yield of a pea. The next point, about storage. Peas are perishable and get heated easily in a storage. Fresh unshelled peas are kept at 0 degrees Celsius and 90 to 95% relative humidity for 2 weeks. We can store the peas for 2 weeks in 0 degrees Celsius temperature and 90 to 95% relative humidity. Pod freezes at 10 degrees Celsius. Shelling percentage range from 35 to 50%. It's about storage. The next, pest incidents. First one, pod borer. Heliothis species. Symptoms: larvae feed on foliage and pod, destroy birds, flowers and pods. Larvae feed on a foliage, also on pod, and destroy the birds. And for control measure or management, spray carbaryl 50 wettable powder at 2 gram per liter. Then pea aphid, Acrothiospan pisum. Symptoms: adult and nymphs suck the sap from leaves. Sucking the sap, leaves turn yellowish and wilting. Management: spray phosphomidon 1 milliliter per liter. Then disease. First one, powdery mildew, Erysipelas polygony. Symptoms: appears on foliage and pod. First small slightly darkened areas, later became powdery spots. Spots enlarge and cover entire leaf area. Infected leaves become chlorotic and distorted. Management: apply inorganic sulfur at 0.25%. It's all about cultivation practices of a pea. Thank you.